What is going on YouTube? Hayden back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we'll be looking at Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, as well as Tron to BTC, TRX to Bitcoin, whatever you want to say, as well as your current coin market cap and an article to discuss why the markets are continuing to fall. As you guys know, my personality on the channel has changed to more of a bearish, well, maybe not my personality is pretty peppy, but my overview and my outlook on crypto has been slightly bearish for the past couple of days, if not the past week or two. And there is a good reason why that is. And I do want to explain to you guys more about this, unsettling market, why we're falling, where we're falling to. All those questions will be answered in today's video. But if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up, and let's jump right into today's video. So before I obviously discuss the current coin market cap, which you can see is clearly red, I have an article I would like to read first, and then we'll go into that. So this is on Cointelegraph, the future of money. It says Bitcoin price crashes $800 in minutes as bears eye $9,000 support. So Bitcoin prices dropped $800 in 15 minutes. That's today, the 27th, after a dramatic bearish move destroyed support at $10,000, which you can see right here. We have our sideways trading, and then we broke bearish and we fell quite low, which we'll look at in a second on the charts. So it says traders are scratching their heads on social media Saturday in the wake of the sudden losses, with Bitcoin crashing to from 10,180 to 9,410. At press time, the pair had recovered marginally to circle 9,500, while a lack of obvious factors left commentators struggling to understand the market. Cointelegraph reports a return of $10,000 earlier came as a surprise after a similar uptick occurred in the matter of minutes. Previously, regular commentators had eyed the prices at 9,600 to a gateway to lower levels, which could potentially pull us down to $9,000. It could be a larger correction in play, could take a lot longer too, longer than many would expect or hope, but good things come to those who wait, as we know. Bitcoin move, meanwhile, had more predictable effects on altcoin markets, with tokens up 4%. So yeah, with that being said, let's just jump into the coin market cap. Thank you to Cointelegraph for that quick summary of what exactly is going on. But you can see right now on the market cap, 24-hour volume is slightly higher, up about 4 million. Bitcoin dominance staying fairly the same. Market cap decreasing, as we know. You can see the big drop on all the cryptos. Once again, you can see the ends are just tanking quite low. And you'll notice everything's down about 3 to 4%. Bitcoin now below 10,000 at 9.4, Litecoin at 88, and some of the other cryptocurrencies, XRP at 30 cents, are all down. We're starting to see a retracement in the market, and we've known this. So now to move and switch focus to the technical analysis, looking at the current charts, there's a couple of things. Now I'd like to show you guys, this is my eToro shirt, that's HODL. If you guys watch, I think it's not Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones, you should know who Hodor is. Pretty cool. But what I'm referring to is we've been aware that there are possibilities to see retracement to lower levels in the next couple of days. And we've known this because for those of you who have me on Patreon and have my live updating charts, know that we are pulling back down. We are moving bearish, which makes sense. We're in a descending wedge. Now, for those of you who don't have me on Patreon, want to know what that is, Patreon is a way for you guys to get exclusive access to my content. It's the only way to get these live updating charts, so you don't have to do the work, or if you're struggling to follow along, this is kind of like the guidelines that help you with charting and things of that nature. It's also a great way to get into contact with me, and there will be huge updates coming in the next, I think, less than a month to Patreon, so definitely make sure to check it out. Those of you who are holding in, can't do this without you, so huge shout out to you guys. Now, with this downtrend right now, you'll notice we're seeing quite a bit of resistance with this descending, support right here, or descending resistance. You can see we've had numerous points of contact, 1, 2, 3, and now 4, where we tend to break bearish. We tend to pull to lower levels. You can see that we do have a bottom support, which is holding, quite well, 3 points of contact, but it is in a descending pattern, which means it's going to be pushing this coin to lower levels, which is unfortunate, but it's something we do have to keep in mind. We are below the high-low middle moving average, which is unfortunate, and we look like we're having a death cross, which is also something we need to pay attention to. Signaling bearish moves are on its way. As we know, it could, continue to move lower, as the article said, for the next couple of days, weeks, who knows. Prices to pay attention to is definitely going to be 80, and then I cannot see us breaking anywhere lower than $67, $68. These are going to be, for sure, the two levels we must keep a very close eye on. I do not think we will be breaking much lower than that at all, mainly because we will be nearing oversold or in oversold by the time that price reaches. And I do believe that the rest of the market will also be extremely oversold, indicating movement and volume back in will swing the price up. Now, once again, this is a very small amount of retracement in the market. You can see since January, we've just been skyrocketing up in price, creating great leaps and gains. And now we're starting to see downwards pressure pushing us down. Merely just, lowering us on the weekly RSI and giving us a healthier pullback to move up to higher levels. You can see we've only pushed down to around 50 on the RSI. Can I see us going down much lower? No. If we did, by the off chance, 67, like I said, around that price, if not a little higher, maybe $70 will be the rock bottom, because that is where this green band is taking place. See that green band right there now that we're trading inside of it. I cannot see us breaking much lower than that, if at all. I think that is a very firm standpoint. Why did we fall? We were extremely overbought on the weekly Litecoin chart, so the retracement was definitely necessary. But this death cross that we're having right now may indicate that we do pull quite low in the next couple of days. So anticipate an $80, if not a $67 Litecoin, around the corner. Now moving on to Bitcoin. Bitcoin, as I've been saying for the past couple of days, has been lurking in the shadows, wanting to pull all the way back down to its previous high-low middle moving average, which you can see is that green and red band. Prices, we did have a double top, which is a bearish indicator. We know we can Google that. We had 1, 2, and now we're pulling back down. Very textbook, very standard, this double top movement right now, pulling us all the way down. We did have our uptrend, which we did hold quite well for the first time, hit our previous support, which is now acting as a resistance, pulled back down lower, and we're currently moving down to our high-low MMA, which will probably be the bottom for the rest of the altcoins too. So expect an 8850 Litecoin. 8,850 is definitely the possibility right there, if not as low as 8,500. So between 8,500 and 8,900 is where I am calling the bottom for Bitcoin in this bearish run. Be very surprising if we do break lower than that. Very, very surprising, very unpredictable. But if things go according to technical analysis, it won't go much lower. The bear market is pretty much coming to an end. Due to the fact that we did have this double top, it was a clear indication of retracement was necessary. We could even Google that if you'd like to see. But movement down to potentially this high-low middle moving average is what we're expecting to see play out. Now, I do just want to move on to Ethereum, wrap things up with Tron, and then we'll look for a new altcoin for Monday. Once again, very textbook within Ethereum. Ethereum very close to being oversold, which is obviously a great thing. We do have this bottom support that has been, lurking, like I said, in the shadows, similar to Litecoin or similar to Bitcoin. And we do know that we are within a channel right now. So we have this uptrend that we broke bearish from, an ascending triangle that we broke bearish. I can literally just go like this, turn this to purple. Oops, did not mean to do that. Sorry. I'm going to grab this. Turn this to a thicker purple. There we go. Now you can see the beautiful ascending triangle we had that we broke bearish from, and I've been saying this over and over again that ascending triangles usually tend to break bearish. This is a prime example, and now you'll notice we're facing resistance with our high-low MMA. We did just recently have a death cross. The red band crossed over the green, indicating movement to lower levels, and then you'll notice that we are now stuck in a channel with a top of 230 and a bottom of 200. So merely we're looking for just consolidation out, maybe getting support by this uptrend right here. So we may see a couple more days of consolidation until we see any sort of volume move us up into the the higher levels and the higher price graphs. Bitcoin, we're looking for that retest. This could be a couple days, and then if we do see Bitcoin bounce off its high-low MMA, shooting us back up, the rest of the market's going to skyrocket with it. So honestly, I'm not too worried. It's a very, very healthy retracement to this lower level. Tron is a very obvious coin too in a descending wedge, very similar to Litecoins. The only difference is Litecoin is at its end right here. This is the end cap of its resistance right here. But with Tron just is in the middle with its bottom support and its end cap of its resistance. So merely Tron is looking to just probably consolidate out in between here. Not really going to see much movement, but anything in between here until it, comes into contact with its purple downtrend will pretty much be indicating just consolidation. Then we could see a potential pop in this price. Very low in the RSI as well, so many things are leading towards the fact that we're probably going to see some sort of move in the positive direction in the next couple of days. But otherwise, consolidation and retracement is what's going on short term right now. So be prepared, be urgent, be ready, because the market's not done. I mean, I see it in the channel that you guys are getting tired of this and you want some action, but like the article said, good things come to those who wait. Otherwise, guys, that's going to sum up today's episode. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.